Joshua 6. Now Jericho was straitly shut up because the children of Israel, none went out and none came in. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given it into thine hand, Jericho, and the king thereof, and mighty men of valor. And ye shall compass the city, and ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days. And seven priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets and ram's horn. In the seventh day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow the trumpets, and it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall flat, and the people shall ascend up, every man straight before him. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priest and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let the 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of the ram's horn before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, Pass on and compass the city, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horn passed on before the Lord, and blew with the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. And the armed men went before the priests that blew the trumpets, and the reward came after the ark, and the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout, nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth until the day I bid you to shout. Then shall you shout. So the ark of the Lord compassed the city, going about it once, and they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord, and the 7 priests, bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horn before the ark of the Lord, went on continually and blew with the trumpets, and the armed men went before them. But the reward came afterward in the ark of the Lord, and the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And the second day they compassed the city once, and returned to the camp. So they did 6 days, and it came to pass on the seventh day that they rose early about the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priest blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city, and the city shall be accursed, even it and all that therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house shall she hide the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves a curse when ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets. And it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. So the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man, woman, young, old, and ox, sheep, ass, and the edge of the sword. And I was wondering, and I was at the park, I don't know, probably about a week ago, and I heard Jericho must be destroyed. And I wrote it down. And at that time, I did not understand until today I asked God what want me to read. Jericho. And the thing is, what in your life is Jericho? Basically, walls. The walls. What needs to come down? When they encompassed the city and did all that, you got to understand. And what God showed me, the reason why he had them to do that, and what people don't understand is the way how God works. And when he tell you to do something, the way how you got to work it and the way how you got to do it is for a reason. When God had them, the priests, bearing the 7 trumpets, he had them to blow the ram's horn. It makes a sound, not only a sound, a certain sound, waves. And when they would go around the city and making certain sounds, in the atmosphere, releases something in the atmosphere, and it's sound waves that made that, and actually the vibrations, because that town, that place was up. And when you go around, it's the vibrations of that sound that it makes and made that wall bloop come down. So that's why it's certain things that you make even in your life, in the spirit as well. What type of sound are you making in the spirit realm that's going to bring something down? What type of sound are you going to make? There are things that can be heard in the spirit realm so loud, especially when your soul cries out. When your soul cries out to God, can be heard. There are people who understand that, because the walls of Jericho in your life needs to come down. What is a wall in your life that needs to come down? What can be a wall? What can be a barrier in your life that's blocking you? Underneath it, it has defeated. Meaning past tense, defeated. So what in your life needs to be defeated? What needs to be destroyed? What has been a barrier in your life? What has been blocking you? That God is telling you to do a certain thing, and you have to do this and do that in order to bring that wall down. Not only to bring it down, but to pulverize it, to shatter it, and it make waves, not only in the physical, but in the spiritual realm. And let it be a sign to those who know who your God is. Who is your God? He is the great I am. He is Elohim. He is the King of Kings. He is the Lord of Lords. And if there's a Jericho in your life, bring that wall down. Make a joyful noise. Make a sound and ring out into the heavens. And bring that wall down.